from St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association of Massachusetts, Inc.
Oh, yes, my friends. We are in B-Town. We are in Boston. We are in Massachusetts, where Vincey's are celebrating big time, the 46th anniversary of SVG's independence. We gonna. I remember those days, my friends in Boston, with the SVGA, SVG Association of Massachusetts, and we'll be linking very shortly with the president. She was a toddler when I was there in Boston. Now she's the president, Jennell James, and this is the music of a band with which she performed years ago. With a brother out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines on guitar, Vin Abbott out of Newgrounds. Those were the days. What are things like now? Yeah, as we observe the 46th anniversary of our independence on St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Vincey's all over are celebrating. Let's see if we can connect with Jennell.
Hello.
Hello. This song's very familiar. This voice, this unique voice, this beautiful voice, this beautiful lady, it sounds very familiar. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have Jennell James online. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct. Hello, family. So good to connect.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. It's been a while, but, never too long.
Yes. Well, the love is always there. The spirit is always there. The vibes are always there. And, so that, to me, transcends everything else, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, friends, we are speaking with the president of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association of Massachusetts, the SVGA Incorporated, Jennell James.
Hello to everybody out there in Canada and St. Vincent and Massachusetts and wherever you're located in the world. It's good to be here with you. Let you know what's going on here in Massachusetts. We have quite a few things lined up to celebrate St. Vincent's 46.
So the platform is yours, and I know we have a few things to connect around. But yes, you started the ball rolling. So what's happening? What's happening with the association as regards the celebrations for our 46th anniversary of independence there
Yes. The association has been busy pulling together events to help celebrate the 46th, because actually this year St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association of Mass turns 30.
Wow.
So it is our emerald year. We have been around for 30 years right here in Massachusetts. And we're really excited to be able to present the founders of the association at this year's gala with the first installment of the Founders Award.
That's beautiful. So, if I can stick up in there, because as you know, and friends are listening to Kankadi Radio, Nice Radio Bay Hill will know that I spent a lot of time in Boston, and I have in the studio here a plaque that was donated to me, when I was there in Boston for my contribution in the community, helping out with community radio, do my little thing, going into stores downtown and all of that, and linking with Nice Radio with Randy D, Gone to the Great Beyond and all of that. And I have it right here. It's something that I display. I don't display normally, awards and things like that. But this one stands out for me. It means a lot because Boston means a lot to me, not only me, to my family. Boston has a special place in our hearts, so to speak. So I'm so happy to hear that you're continuing, with this tradition of honoring and really giving gratitude, paying gratitude and thank yous to persons who have been there before you. After 30 years, there are so many persons who have laid the ground.
30 years.
Yeah, laid the groundwork. So I'm happy to hear about that. Please, sorry I had to jump in there, but it means I'm so happy about this. Please.
I am so happy to hear that, the organization has played an important role in your life. And I know that it's done in countless individuals who chose Boston as their second home from St. Vincent. And, when these individuals got together to say, you know what, we have other countries represented here. We want to organize and build community here so that for the newcomers, when they come, they know that there's a place of resource where they can get not just familiar vibes, familiar food, but conversations and any sort of resources that you're able to share. So I think it's really important to honor those individuals. Your Alex Kirby, Alfred Gould, Amelia Edwards, June Joseph, Yvonne John, rest in peace, and Marcus Slater. We've lost Yvonne last year, suddenly, and we, we feel very pulled to make sure that we let those who are remaining here know how much we respect and honor them for taking up this mission to put together this organization, and for all the volunteers throughout the years who have stepped up and worked endlessly to be able to put on events and fundraising initiatives. From the start, we've been doing our scholarship initiatives where we have that bursary that goes to high school students and help support them throughout their secondary school career. And we still continue with that. We've also brought on board another scholarship initiative that we've just installed this year that's going to be starting up next year for one specific school from going out in the community. So now we out in the community more. We have, especially in the summertime, when we celebrate Caribbean Heritage Month here in Massachusetts in June, we can be found out at different events, just letting people know that we're here. And it's always like, oh my gosh, my aunt's from St. Vincent. My grandmother's from St. Vincent. Oh my gosh, you guys are out here. So we love that we're able to reach more people at this time. And so at this year's gala, we're not going to only recognize our founders, we're also going to be giving special recognition. Now, our keynote speaker for this year is actually someone who received our high school scholarship.
Wow.
She's the daughter of Sam John, so Samantha McDowell.
Wow.
She's our keynote speaker in honor this year. So she received our scholarship, high school scholarship. So that's one for a high school graduate going on to college. And she's now a practicing attorney. She's a power speaker. She goes around and give presentations to empower the young people. So she's doing a lot of that give back energy that we love to see. And, I mentioned to you in a personal call that we have our homegirl, Dr. Nicolette Spring, who's written 3 books. And we're so excited that she could be part of our special recognition this year, along with Yvonne Alexander, who's also out of Dixon, and she's been a friend of the organization for many, many years. And Camille Musser, so she has the Yvonne Lou Art Center that's there in St. Vincent. So she's an artist based out of Cambridge, Mass. So lots of exciting people that we're reintroducing or introducing to a wider audience as people worth recognizing for the hard work that they do, sharing their talents, and being part of the give back where community service is a part of what they do.
Jennell, Madam President, this is to me, this is like music to my ears. The whole issue, the theme of gratitude. So when I heard about Sam John's daughter, I remember Sam. I remember the family. I remember the ducanas and the puddings and all of that. I remember Sam, I think he was into mechanics and things like that. And the whole family from Bill there you go. So this means a lot to me, and it fits neatly into what we believe here on Kankadi Radio and the Bay Hill News Network, the giving back, gratitude, and all of that. I'm so happy to hear that Sam's daughter is coming back and contributing, and has made, continues to on her trajectory there in Boston. This is wonderful, and that you, the organization, you're recognizing the importance of having those young people coming back to give and to share their experiences with the wider Caribbean community. Because I know when I was there in Boston, when we had our functions for independence or whatever, it wasn't all about Vinci's. We had tables for Bajans, for Dominicans. Talk to us about that.
The Bajans are such a great support. The Bajans, demonstrations. We have people from all over the Caribbean that they support us consistently. And we're so grateful for that, because everything that we do as an organization is to give back. No one profits from it. So the fact that we have all these other nations that could keep seeding into what we do, it just goes to show how much we're so united as one Caribbean. We actually just had an expo last Saturday at Unity, where all the different nations had their tables set up, and they were showcasing cultural pieces, whether it was through food or artifacts or through multimedia, clothing. It was a presentation from, I believe it was 7 islands that displayed there. And everybody just got along so splendidly in the planning. It was very quick turnaround. And it was such a great demonstration of how we can do so much more when we do it together. And it makes you feel empowered. It gives you that little extra pep to know that, because this is all volunteer work, that it's not for naught. It means something, and people benefit from it. So that's always good energy to have.
Madam President, in relation to Unity, just to let our listeners know, Unity is an entertainment institution there in Boston. I think management hails from Trinidad and Tobago originally.
That's right.
And
that's right.
They've been it has been the hub where, over the years, it's been the hub there in the black community, so to speak. And folks from outside the black community go there, congregate, and sports and entertain, music, parties.
They have the cricket club. They have the cricket club. They do games, different types of, like, whether it's dominoes or
whatever, because you feel at home.
I'm not a card player, Pijo or whatever.
But you feel at home, and away from home, at Unity, But I want to go back.
It's been a staple in the Caribbean community.
Definitely. And I've been there on numerous occasions when I was in Boston. I love it there. Yeah. But I want to go back to Dr. Nicolette Spring, and what you'll be doing there with her. Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah.
I'm really impressed. You sent me some stuff, and I really love it. But because I find it very creative. And talk to us about this a little bit more.
Well, Dr. Nico, we call her Nico, but Dr. Nicolette Spring has written 3 amazing books that really talk about being rooted and being from St. Vincent. And when we were thinking about a way we could coin the experience of showcasing her writing, we
I think we lost Jennell.
So sorry about that.
Yeah, we are
got
back
disconnected.
Together. Sure, we are together again.
But yes, so Dr. Nichols Spring, she is, she's one very inspirational to me. I love her story. I love the titles of her book, and it's all about being rooted and remembering how we grew up in St. Vincent and giving this newer generation an experience that they actually don't get anymore because things have changed so much. And we found this amazing space here to host her book reading and signing, which is the Delaware Thomas House in Roxbury, which is pre-revolution here in Boston. So before there was a Boston, there was a Roxbury. Before the city of Boston was formed, Roxbury existed because Boston at that time was it was bays. It didn't exist. And Roxbury, this house, was actually taken over by the army during the Revolution. For anyone that knows history about Paul Revere and that famous ride, the place where this is located, you have full view of the city, the Back Bay area of Boston. But more than anything, it's the roots of this city. So it's even more kismic, I should say, more fitting for this type of reading with Dr. Nicolette and her titles. It's a beautiful space, and there'll be a ranger from the Department of Recreation who'll be giving tours to anyone to learn about the history of the house while we're there, to make it a full-on experience.
Wonderful. You know, I'm happy. I'm so happy that this is happening. You know, I remember when I was there, when I was doing my studies there at BU, I had to go through Roxbury and Dorchester to get to BU School of Public Health and the hospital along there on Mass Ave. And when I was there, Roxbury and Dorchester in the 90s, late 90s, those areas were experiencing some problems. And I remember when I was doing my internship, I had to go into those areas and visited some of the elders because I did some work in gerontology, working with Miss Providence, the Caribbean, what is called?
The Caribbean Foundation. Miss Providence is still around.
Wonderful. Give her my love, please. I'd really like to connect with her because I was there with her for several months and all. So I had to go into some of these old houses, these houses in these areas, and the architecture was beautiful. The painted windows, glass, and things like that. I got the history that these places were owned by persons, but after a while they moved out because they felt, that they didn't belong there. But to me, because I didn't know that story that you just revealed about Roxbury, where people like what's his name, Brown, who was married to Brown, the singer.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown grew up in Roxbury.
Yes.
Right? And
yes.
There you go. And
so
Whitney
even
Houston.
That story with even that story with Bobby Brown, just quickly. I learned a little fun fact while I was visiting this property. They had some they have a small apple orchard on the property. And one of the things that I didn't know is that Roxbury and a lot of areas in this area were orchards. So the area that Bobby Brown is from is called Orchard Gardens. And the reason why it's called that is because that was actually an orchard. So there's like the original apple tree. There's the one there on the property. So a lot of places in Massachusetts were known for being producers of apples.
There you go. But I'm so happy that Dr. Spring will be having the opportunity, and you're making it possible to bring all of this history to the forefront, to light, to eliminate the history, especially in the black community there in Boston. This is, to me, this is powerful stuff. So apart from that,
it is.
So what else? What? Give us a little bit more about what will be happening throughout your celebrations. Yeah.
Additionally, we will be raising our flag at City Hall on Independence Day in concert with New York and Philadelphia. That's also having a flag raising that there. I believe you're also having one in Canada as well. Correct?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, in Toronto here and elsewhere. Definitely. Yeah.
So we are all collectively raising our flags on the same day, which I think is a really amazing show and sign to say we're here too. Because representation is very important. It's important that we keep our culture alive and to know that we're part of the fabric, part of the Caribbean fabric that take up space in this great state. And so we'll be raising our flag down at City Hall. And in the evening, the City Hall here in Boston will be lit up with the flag colors of St. Vincent. So that's something that's but that's actually a special thing because no other country has done it just yet. So we'll be one of the first.
Well, this is great. And I remember you in Boston, you started that collaboration with our roots, our Garifuna roots. I remember I was there for Independence.
Yes.
We had our Garifuna brothers and sisters from Belize and others performing there.
Yes.
I have been there. And to me, you have started so much in Beantown. You have led the way and so on. Would this be happening? Do you still have that connection with the Garifuna community, the dancers?
We have reestablished our connection with the Garifunas that are still here. The person that I've been put in touch with, he doesn't live in Massachusetts, lives in Rhode Island, but he has been reaching out to me, and fingers crossed that our schedules will match and they'll be there with us on Independence Day. But I have been really excited to connect with them again because over the years, through different leadership, that has, it's sort of fallen to the wayside.
Yeah.
But I know that they have representation here because they actually had their own flag raising not too long ago. So they're United Front. They collaborate a lot with the New York sec of the organizations. So we're building that connection again. Honduras was at this expo where we are, and they were quick to tell me that, in Honduras, they have like three cultures really, they have the English, the Spanish, the Garifunas, and they actually have the indigenous people. So Garifuna being so big there, we definitely want to connect and have that back in all of our language, especially when we're out and about, just giving any presentations about St. Vincent. We're sure to include that history.
Definitely.
Now that it's, because I'm Garifuna.
Yes. So, Madam President, let's recap. I don't know if you will be having a gala or some, apart from the flag raising and all of that. So if you can do a recap of all that will be happening to mark celebrations 46.
Yes. Folks here in Massachusetts, even if you're not in Massachusetts, we'd love to see you at our Independence Gala and Awards that's happening Saturday, October 18th. And that is going to be at the Irish Social Club in West Roxbury. On the 19th, we'll have our inaugural series by Dr. Nicolette Spring called Roots in Reading. And that's going to be at the Delaware Thomas House in Roxbury. And that's from 12 to 2. And then on October 27th, Independence Day, we'll have a flag raising at Boston City Hall. And all of this information can be found on our website, which is svgofmass.org. So everything I've just talked about, you can find out right there on our website. If you're not able to make it and you want to contribute to what we're doing, there is a button right on our site that allows you to donate. If you're looking to be part of our publication for our gala, there's still time to get in some ads you could find that information right there on our website, svgofmass.org.
And for funding, and you do so much. You know, that you up front you talked about scholarships and all of that. So I'm really encouraging our listeners in Massachusetts and elsewhere, wherever you are, to check out the page, SVG of Mass, MASS.org. You get all the information, that you need to support what's happening there in Massachusetts. Massachusetts. I'm tying my tongue. Yes, I'm tying my tongue here. Right, I'm getting a little bit excited. And so get out there and support what's happening in Massachusetts and for Independence 46 there. And if we can just...
And we'll actually, this year, we'll have our consulate would actually be in town to help with the celebration, and Ambassador Gilchrist will also be in the house at the gala on the 18th.
Wonderful.
So it's wonderful to have that support at that level. They're always so generous with their time to be able to be part of anything that we're putting together.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So, friends, we're encouraging you to go out there and support what's happening with the SVG Association out there in Massachusetts. And not only that, there are other things that are happening beyond independence. The Christmas is coming up. Any plans?
Yeah, for Christmas, we have a toy drive that we do for the kids for Christmas. So we have a children's Christmas party, and we do a toy drive where we give away toys to children in the community. And we wrap it up the weekend after with a Christmas party where we sort of come together as a team to celebrate the year and all that we've done. And that's usually a really nominal fee because it's just really out to have a good time and celebrate all the work that we've been doing.
I would imagine, Madam President, you'd want to send a message to folks listening on St. Vincent and the Grenadines, folks outside of Boston and elsewhere. What for independence? What would that message sound like?
For folks in St. Vincent, folks from St. Vincent's that's in the diaspora, just want to tell you that you are loved and admired for just being a resilient people who are so strong, and you show time and time again what it is to build back and build back better. And you inspire us here in the diaspora to keep reaching back, and we will continue to reach back because each one teach one, and we want to make sure that where we stand here, that we can also stand together all at the same level. So we love connecting. We want to keep connecting. And for the folks that lost touch with your culture, find an organization near you. And you don't have to be from the same state, but it's really important that you come together collectively because we can do more together.
And definitely so. And before we go, on a personal level, you've been involved in music. You come from a music background. Your cousin there, Oscar James of Affitusa's fame and others. And I think, I'm sorry I didn't put up his music there, but folks will know Oscar from Affitusa's band with Don Sutherland and others. But you've been involved with music, there in Boston. But also you're also involved in, now you're into radio. And you are part and parcel of an upcoming internet radio station, I think it is, there in Boston. Can you tell our listeners? Can you tell our listeners a little bit more how can they link with you when you're on and all of that? This is exciting for me.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and I love the transition of everything. Music has been such an important part of my life, and now I'm in a different phase. It's wonderful to be able to utilize my voice in a different way. Mm-hmm. So I guest co-host on a Saturday program called Static Point on steamradioboston.com, and that's actually from the collaboration with Marcus James. He's from St. Lucia, and he used to be part of Big City Radio, which was here on the air, and they've since gone off air. But he started this STEAM Radio Boston. Is actually part of the STEAM program for science, technology, engineering, math, art, and math. So he actually is a teacher in the Boston Public School, and as part of his platform, he is teaching students how to utilize the equipment to be able to air different programs on the radio. And with that, he also has this program every Saturday from 11 to 1, STEAM Radio Boston, and we cover everything, politics, what's happening in the Black neighborhoods. A lot of it is making sure that you stay involved and connected locally, because a lot of the national stuff we hear about, but the things that we really have control of is what's happening locally. So there's a lot of emphasis on that and making sure that you stay informed locally. And we're able to share a lot about what's happening in the Caribbean community. I love to share what's happening with St. Vincent's organization as well as other Caribbean organizations and what they're doing here in Boston.
So it's steamradioboston.com.
Yes.
steamradioboston.com. Well, you have a fan here. We'll be checking in. It's on Saturdays from 11 to 1. That's when you're on. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
Friends, don't miss it out. Jennell James, president of the SVGA Mass, will be happy to have your connection, so to speak, on Saturdays between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Madam President, before we go, any final word? Want to thank you so much on behalf of our listeners here on Kankadi Radio and Bay Hill News Network for taking time out on this Saturday evening to share what's happening with the association there in Boston as we celebrate our 46th anniversary of independence on St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but also bring us up to speed. What's happening there in your neck of the woods? Your final word.
Final words. Thank you so much, Vin, for having me. It's been wonderful. The Abbott family is very special to us. I want to say a big hi to my family back in St. Vincent and there in Canada. We've got family everywhere, especially our SVG family right here in Massachusetts. You know who you are and you're loved.
Love you so much, Jennell. Give my love to your siblings and mom. I know it's been a difficult time with deaths and all that in the family. I won't go there at this time. But their love is there to mom and the siblings, Yazzie and Owen and others. Love you so much. Blessings. Thank you so much.
Love you too. Bless.
Blessings. Here's your music coming up. Yes, it's your music coming up with Resurrection with Verdin and other guys. Sunshine has come. You've been the sunshine. We are getting deep into the fall here in Toronto. This is the voice of Jennell James. Jennell, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Migan. All right, give me love.
My sunshine has come, and I'm all cried out. There's no more rain in these clouds. My sunshine has come, and I'm all cried out. There's no more rain in these clouds. There's no hiding place when someone has hurt you. It's written on your face, and it reads: broken spirit, lost and confused, empty, scared, used and abused, a fool. Ain't it funny that the way you feel is written all over your face? The smile you used to wear seems a little bit out of place. People, hold on. In time, it gets a little better. Whoa, my sunshine has come, you say you're in your prime, don't waste your time. Remember, my love, it's only a thin line. My sunshine, and I'm all cried out. There's no more crying. Oh, you, my sunshine has come. My sunshine, and I'm all cried out. There's no more crying in these clouds. Spring has come and winter's gone, my love. Don't look around for me, I'll be gone, 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 gone. Not afraid, because the seasons have changed. Gonna count my blessings and follow the sun. Yeah. My sunshine, and I'm all cried out. There's no more crying over you. What goes around comes around, and I'm all cried out. What goes up must come down. Things you do come back to you, and I'm all cried out. What goes around comes around, baby. My sunshine has come, and I'm all cried out. There's no more rain in these clouds.
Greetings, Concardi Radio, from St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association of Massachusetts, Inc.
How to build community? Here are some suggestions. Learn from new and uncomfortable angles. Know that no one is silent, though many are not heard. Work to change this. A message from Concardi Radio.
Friends, welcome to the Vin Abbott Show for Saturday, October 11th, 2025, from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Main features: a presentation by Dr. Fatima on coping with menopause, first heard on the Meno Makeover Zoom last Sunday, thanks to the SVGA of Canada, Vincentians in Massachusetts. Like all of us Vincies are celebrating, yes, we are celebrating SVG's 46th anniversary of independence. Jennell James, president of the SVGAM, will tell us more. And Jim Lewis, a past president of the SVGAT and radio personality, will chat about this and that. He was on SVG for a good bit up until recently. So join us on CancardiRadio.info and BayHillNews.net from 5 p.m. This Saturday for these features and more. And happy Thanksgiving to all Cancardians.
I'm so proud of me islanders. We not change me accent, no matter where we live. Can't forget how we say good morning.
Hi friends, what's happening in your corner? Beta group meeting, a sporting activity, a community activity, some upcoming event. Whatever the happening in your corner, let us know. We'll share it on Concardi Radio. So email us at concardi.radio@gmail.com. That's CANCARDI.radio@gmail.com. We are in your corner.